I said it once and I will say it again. These Looksmaxxers are racist. Their methodology, their ideology is based on eugenics. They think that Eurocentric features are more attractive. You don't believe me? We're gonna watch a clip. I want you to watch this clip of what Clavicular says and just peep the game. They won't say it because 100% because it's not politically correct, but this Looksmaxxing has become a alt-right pipeline. It has become a pipeline for people to become racist. And they think that they constitute what is attractive and what women find sexually attractive as complete horseshit. What women actually find sexually attractive is sexual dimorphism and not necessarily Eurocentric features. A lot of these Looksmaxxers think, you know what, you gotta look like the perfect European guy. This blonde hair, blue eyes, you need to have a chiseled jawline, you need to have X, Y, and Z in order to attract women. I'm telling you, these guys are literally the type of guys who your girl will cheat on you because you don't understand that most women are not attracted to the physical. The thing is, yes, they're attracted to the physical. Don't let me say that. But most women are sapiosexual. So the things that you have to differentiate is that you can find somebody attractive, or at least this is how women think. Because a lot of guys think, oh, you know what? I think like this, so women must think like this. Wrong. A lot of women are actually sapiosexual, meaning they're more attracted to the brain. They're more attracted to the banter that you can have. They're more attracted to how you can connect with them on a mental plane, not just, hey, let's go sleep with each other. That is wrong. Women will not find that attractive. They'll find you weird. And a lot of times these dudes say they're autistic because they have no social skills. Let's just be honest. The thing is, I was a Looksmaxxer. Yes, I was a Looksmaxxer. I vouch for Looksmaxxing. I never said do not Looksmax. Not once did I ever say do not Looksmax. Looksmaxxing, I'm talking about the soft maxing, right? And I got to use internet terminology because, you know, quite frankly, I think I'm turning into an unk, right? That's what people say. I just turned 25, so they're calling me an unk now. Whatever, I don't care. But I say just normal, making yourself look better. Do the skincare, making sure your hair looks good, making sure your teeth is good, making sure your hygiene, make sure you smell good, making sure you in the gym. You know, you're actually getting swole. Sexual dimorphism is what's going to pass a lot of women's eye barriers. And you don't believe me? There's that stereotype where, you know, a girl breaks up with a guy and all of a sudden she's with a more jacked guy or a guy who's a lot bigger or he's like, you know, a black guy. Let's be honest. Because and the reason why I bring up black guy, it's not about being black or white, but a lot of these guys will think that just because they're white and they have Eurocentric features, that makes them more attractive and that's what women like. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Yes, of course, there are women who just generally find white men more attractive. And there are women who, whenever, because of white supremacy spreading throughout, you know, history, they find Eurocentric features to be the status quo. And that's what they have to get towards. But trust me, no matter what race you are, if you can do the soft maxing, take a step out the black pill, right? Get out of that. I'm not black pill, I'm not red pill, because a lot of this shit is just pipelines for racism. It's just covert, shoved racism in a package that is digestible. And slowly but surely, all these guys turn super racist. Just like we're gonna talk about Clavicular. He uses the N-word, right? And he says that black people are not as attractive. We're gonna watch a clip from Clavicular right now. And at the end of this, right, I'm gonna obviously tell you guys some tips that you can do to become more attractive. Doesn't matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're Latino, if you're Middle Eastern, you can become attractive based on soft maxing. You don't have to listen to this toxic bullshit because you think that this is what women find attractive. And I'm telling you, this shit, Looksmaxxing, is going to phase out within 5 to 10 years. It's going to be gone. It's pack this shit up. Because if anything has taught me anything, wisdom, right? Wisdom comes over time. A lot of you guys, right? Y'all are young, right? And you know what? Maybe you're not young, but a lot of you guys just don't have wisdom, right? You haven't gotten that divine wisdom. Now, why am I bringing up wisdom? Is because wisdom will teach you lessons that you cannot learn when you are too young to understand. The thing that I understand that Clavicular does not understand, maybe he understands it, maybe it's gonna fuck, but maybe a lot of you guys don't understand this. I'm just gonna explain it to you, right? The thing that a lot of these guys don't understand is that what is wrong will always fizzle out and disappear. These type of fads, these type of pipelines, especially for the traditional alt-right moving towards that, always come out every freaking 5 to 10 years. There is a new one every 5 to 10 years. When I was a kid, it was PUA. It was pickup artists. And then it was the gym pranks. And then it was just, it was bodybuilding. And then it was red pill. And then it was this crap, Looksmaxxing. It's always something new. And these guys are charlatans. Let me explain. These guys are absolute. I don't think Clavicular is a charlatan, to be honest, because the way he takes it so serious is like my brother. My brother, you're taking math with an E, like replace the A with an E. You're taking math to get lean, brother. You are crazy. You need some help. But make sure you guys are watching towards the end of the video. I'm gonna tell you guys some tips that you can do so you don't have to smash your face in and put rods in your legs. All this dumb shit. So you can just live a normal life and you could be attractive. I'm talking about you could be in that top 10% of men attractive without having to do all this. Because this is moronic. This is stupid. Like this is like trust me, this shit does not last longer than 5 to 10 years. If it does, you come back on this video and say, hey Bashir, it lasted 5 to 10 years. You're wrong. Give me $5. I'll give you $5. Nah, I ain't giving you shit. But point blank period, right? Like I said, a lot of women are sapiosexual anyways. You got to pass the eye test, of course, but it's not that hard to pass the eye test. You don't need to be a fucking supermodel in order to pass an eye test with women. Like, and you don't even need to be a fucking supermodel. You don't need to look like a European supermodel to be an attractive guy. And I'm telling you, a lot of these times, these guys who are, you might be super fucking handsome. I'm not saying Clavicular's ugly. He's obviously a handsome dude, but a lot of times these guys are doing it for the attention of other dudes. Let's be honest, because it's like bodybuilding. At some point, girls don't find this shit attractive. Like they only find you attractive to a certain point. Up to another point, you're just like you're too much, right? Like you're too much. You're doing too much, and it's for male attention. Obviously, especially Clavicular. That shit's for male attention. Let's be honest. What woman is finding Clavicular? Obviously, he's an attractive dude, but like think about it. Why is he doing more and more and more and more and more to become attractive? It's so he can get your attention, and you're a dude. I make these videos for male attention, but that's different from me making it for, trying to look attractive, like trying to smash my face for guys, right? Like that's just fucking weird. That's fucking ludicrous. If you're a woman, you can watch this video too. I've opened up my channel Valves. I don't give a fuck, right? But point blank period, guys, we have this video. All right, guys, mark my words. I just want you to peep game. By the way, if you never seen, my name is Bash. Make sure you join the Bash crew. I love y'all, family. Hit that subscribe button. And hit the like button. It definitely helps to push our voice out. It helps us get to this message across to more people because this shit is toxic. This shit is toxic and it's racist, quite frankly. But let's look at what Clavicular says, right? Just peep game, y'all. Peep game.
Chin and lip projections, like stuff like that.
What about the brain?
Clip,
Right.
Yeah.
So you think it is possible that black people can be objectively good looking?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you just think it's less?
Oh, we're going to go back a little bit.
It's news to me. But no, he definitely mogs me.
He does mog you?
Yes, absolutely.
But you said he might not because he's black. And I don't know. I can't actually get an answer on if he's black. I've seen different...
I saw a clip. Marlon is 25% black.
Damn. Jeremy acting me crazy.
Oh, okay. So are you considered black?
I would consider myself a mixture of the universe.
So like, do you refer to yourself as a brother?
I would refer myself as a 25 brother, 25% brother.
Oh.
Do you
ask him to say?
Yeah, say it. Ask him to say what?
Say it.
Say what?
The N-word.
Look at that, bro. Like, so racist. Like, he literally rips it off street, bro. Like,
no, I don't. I want to hear you say it.
You don't.
Have you ever said it?
Nah.
On stream?
Nah.
Really?
And I fuck with Marlon just for this clip. Like I just found this so easily. I fuck with him for that because a lot of these other dudes, they're just gonna say nigga, Like, because they think it's funny. Like, he's not clout chasing behind it. And you know what, again, I'm not saying looks does not matter. I'm not saying looks doesn't matter at all, but I'm saying you don't need to get surgery and do all this toxic bullshit in order to make, like, I'm not going to affirm you to go ahead and get your fucking jaw surgery or get your fucking deviated septum surgery, whatever it is, right? I think you should embrace your flaws, because that's what's more attractive, especially to women. All right, especially to women, than you mogging everybody. The fuck, like, but anyways, right? And I will say this too, right? I'm not even the most attractive guy, but I have mogged people in a regard. Like, I've been the guy in the club that all the girls are looking at. Like, I've been the guy that all the girls in the club are gearing towards me with. I'm only 5'11". I'm black. I'm pretty swole. Yeah, but I'm not like the most attractive dude ever. But I recognize that there's stuff that you can do in order to get your desired outcome. And these were beautiful women. Like, these were not ugly women that we're talking about. These are absolute dime pieces, right? Like, that were coming, like, whatever. We're going to skip that, but let's see what he has to say, though.
Readings here.
Well, obviously he's biracial, mixed
Is
race.
he?
Yeah. But no, he definitely mogs me, yeah. And that was just a joke clip, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think it is possible that black people can be objectively good looking?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you just think it's less likely?
He's put in PR, right? That's his PR right now, like his public relations, so he doesn't squander his only chance to have black fans.
Not necessarily, but there's a lot of the ratios that might not favor certain people of like African descent, especially like the nose and some of the.
Bruh. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. What did I say? These Looksmaxxers, it is eugenics. It's eugenics down to the core. It's white supremacy. They're trying to say that being white is more attractive. Having Eurocentric features is more attractive. They're saying that features innate to black people, such as having a wider nose, bigger lips, is less attractive. When in fact, there are women who find that more attractive. I think I saw a stat or a study one time. I don't know, it was an Instagram video, right? So I don't know. It could be completely fucking false. But they were like, what country do you think that the most attractive guys come from according to women? And they were naming all these European countries, and it was Nigeria. So hey, shout out to my Nigerians, you feel me, right? But don't give me that shit. Do not give me that shit. He can say whatever you want, but do not give me that shit. Just because you think you're just because you're an attractive guy in terms of European standards, that doesn't mean that, your girl won't get took by a black guy. It happens a lot. It happens a lot, my brother. And like I told y'all in the past videos, I'll say it. Matt, right? Like, this is one guy I used to know in college named Matt. He was one of the biggest Macs. He was with all the baddest girls. And it wasn't just black girls. It was with white girls, Latina girls. He was with all the baddest girls. Man, he never took my girl. He never crossed my path, thankfully, right? Because Matt was a Mac back in the day. Like, he knew what he was doing with women. And he was 5'6", and he was black. But the dude was swole. And he had swag. And that's something that you can't fucking fake off of fucking Looksmaxxing, especially if you're autistic. But I digress. Let's see what he has to say.
Chin and lip projections, like stuff like that.
What about the brain?
Well, that's a whole nother thing, and that's like a lot of like race realism stuff that I don't really acknowledge or talk about.
You don't think it's true?
Well, it's just not something I'm really that well versed on. I
Okay.
haven't done the research, so I couldn't speak on that.
But you're not a racist.
No.
Okay.
Guys, what other proof do I have to tell you? Clavicular, even though he says he's not a racist, he 100% believes in race theory. He 100% believes in not just race theory, he believes in eugenics, which is absolutely fucking disgusting. It's a racist ideology. It tells you that, if you have white genetics, white phenotype expressions, that you're more attractive than people who are less closer to you in terms of ancestors. So guys, what do we have to say about this? How can you become more attractive without the toxic bullshit, because I'm telling you, this shit is not gonna be around for long, right? Like it's gonna have a rise. This is not even the peak of it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is not the peak of this Looksmaxxing shit. This shit's gonna keep going up and up and up and up and up and up. It's gonna, and when you really feel it, right here, I'm telling you, it's gonna be down. And guess what? I'm gonna still be here. I'm gonna still be here, because if it's anything that wisdom has taught me that this shit is not going to be around for long. I am fucking calling it. Because, I mean, if you're old enough, you will know. I mean, if you, over time, you learn lessons. You do. So, let's get into some tips that you can do, right? Obviously, you know, the gym, right? Knowing your macros. Like, obviously, knowing your macros and bulking. I know it's counterintuitive to what a lot of guys will say, but I think bulking is one of the most effective ways to become more attractive. So knowing your macros and actually going to a calorie surplus. When you go to a calorie surplus, then you can actually kind of calculate, okay, I need to eat this much, because I was born skinny. I was like 128. I didn't have as much muscle. Like, look at your boy. Hold on. Yeah, I'm bulking up right now, right? So I'm not lean, but I'm telling you, a lot of girls tell me they like this. Like, this is what they like, right? I'm like, this is a full day of eating, obviously, right? But I'm not lean whatsoever. Like, I'm not lean, and I'm bulking, right? Like, I'm getting my bulk on. So the thing is, guys, bulking is one of the easy way to become attractive, because you will put on more muscle, and you're gonna learn discipline. You're gonna learn discipline about the gym, guys. Like, I had shit under me the whole time, right? You'll put that right there, right? But look. You'll learn discipline. You'll learn, especially if you grew up as a skinnier guy. If you're obese, right, like, then obviously go for cutting first before you go for bulking. But bulking is one of the most surefire ways to become more attractive, because you're gonna change your dimorphism when it comes to in contrast to women. You're gonna be bigger than them, right? Go to like 190, 180, something big like that, like, right? Like, I think for me, it's time. You know, it's time I cut, but I keep telling myself I want to cut, but I'm like, nah, I hate to lose the size. I love the size. I love, being bigger, especially like around women. Just knowing your macros, guys. Knowing your macros is so fucking clutch, because, like, when it comes to it, you're going to be able to be bigger than a lot of people, especially when it comes to having a shirt on. So it's like, you don't need to take your shirt off. But let's say, for example, we're both in a room, and you know what? There's me, and then you have Clavicular right here. Yeah, he might be a super handsome dude, but I'm fucking huge. Right? I'm a lot bigger than him. Even if he's 6'2", 6'3", like, I've seen dudes mocked by me, right? By me personally. You can call it cap, whatever you want to say. Say it's cap. I don't fucking care. It's the truth. I've mocked dudes like that. Just me having a shirt like this and me being a little bit bigger. And I'm telling you, the next thing, guys, is obviously, taking care of your hairline. A lot of guys, they actually start balding at my age, right? Like, and I've actually started experiencing some hair loss. I'll even admit it to you guys. Not crazy amounts, but especially with my hairline, right? Like, my hairline, you can see it's like kind of going back. So what I do is I do derma stamping. And as well, there's drugs like finasteride, there's drugs like, and then I do derma stamping and minoxidil and then castor oil. That's what I do, right? In case you're wondering what I do. But there's finasteride for DHT blockers. There's new drugs that are coming out there that you're going to be able to use in order to stop you from actually losing your hair. And another thing, guys, is that this guy right here, Clavicular, he takes math with an E. Another thing that you guys got to understand is that where's the longevity in this shit? There is no longevity in this shit. I want to see what Clavicular looks like at 30, 35. He's on, he like, knock on wood. I hope nothing bad happens to him, but buddy, old pal, I mean, he can change his life anytime, honestly. But he started so young with the math. Trust me, when you start young on drugs, it is not good. You need to start, if you want to do a drug, don't ever do math with an E. Never do math with an E. But if you ever want to do a drug, guys, make sure you do a drug after you're like 25, when your prefrontal cortex has, prefrontal lobe has fully developed. It's fully there, right? When you're 25, well, for men, 27, right? But I mean, honestly, like I'll say it. I've done drugs and I've done marijuana, right? And marijuana is something that still to this day has stuck with me. And I don't smoke. I don't smoke anymore, but I still to this day, well, I'll have dreams sometimes about marijuana. That's why starting drugs so young is dangerous. I know I sound like a fucking old guy now, but it's just being honest, right? It's fun in the time, but when you get older, you realize, damn, I'm fucking my life up. So another thing, guys, taking care of your hairline, taking care of your skin. Actually, another thing I'll tell you guys, pro tip, is I actually put minoxidil on my eyebrows. I put minoxidil on my eyebrows. It grows them thicker. My eyebrows used to be super skinny. If y'all can look back into my reels, my old videos, my eyebrows used to be super skinny, guys. Getting the right, the right hairline or the right haircut for you. I'm actually about to shave this all off. Just experiment with shit. Finding the right haircut based on your head shape. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. All right, I don't know if y'all can see this. Oh, y'all can, right? Based on your hair shape, you can pause this and just look at it. Based on your head shape, this is the type of hairstyle that you should go for. It's pretty self-explanatory, but this helps, right? This is like a little guide that you guys can use. If you got like an oval shape right here, you want to go for like a pushback long. I mean, obviously that's if you're black like me. You want to go for like more so like the same type of style, but not push back or not slick back like that. Just kind of a similar style. But this is just like a good rule of thumb. Don't take it to heart. But obviously finding the right haircut for you definitely helps. And taking care of your teeth, guys. A lot of us, we don't have perfect teeth. I don't have perfect teeth. And you know what? I pride myself on being a guy who does soft maxing, if you will. I'm a soft maxer, pause, right? But I do soft maxing, and you know what? I beat the odds because I was born ugly. I was born with terrible genetics. I wasn't born with the best genetics ever. But the thing that separates me from a lot of these guys is my mindset, is my drive, and the fact that I'm not one of these, granted, there's nothing wrong with autism, but these Looksmaxxers. We'll say these Looksmaxxers have no social skills, no apathy to gain empathy for others, to even connect with women, and you're so superficial, so shallow. This is what social media has done for us. This is really what it has done. But obviously for the gym too, guys, you want to be going ahead and doing workouts that, I call it confirming the muscle, right? I call it confirming the muscle because it's workouts that get the full stretch. They get the full stretch. Whenever you go down, you go up, down, up, down, up. You get the full stretch. Maybe for shoulders, you go all the way up, all the way down, not just a steady up, down, up, down. Or maybe even for another thing is your neck, right? That's like a perfect area for you to work out because it makes you more attractive. Because your face can actually gain muscle from your neck as well if you can get a bigger neck, because you're actually putting some sort of hypertrophy on this area and this area too. Because I'm talking about with plate curls, obviously you put a plate up here, just curl. So I hope this helps. I really do. A lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying, they're putting out toxic positive messages for the universe saying, if this is what you want to do, this is how you. It never lasts. It never lasts. What lasts are the positive messages out there for the world. I have to say, tackle your insecurities without having to spend thousands on superficial makeup and superficial phenotypical expressions that don't make sense. And a lot of times they're for other guys, right? And another thing is that I've said this before, but it's just funny to me how these guys claim to like women, but you do this for other guys. Even he said, he's like, I just like to mog people. And that's a little homoerotic, right? Just mogging itself is homoerotic. Let's just be honest. It's like, I just want to dominate other men, right? Get the fuck out of here, right? With that shit. But if you like what I have to say, make sure you click on my other videos. Keep watching. Click the like video. All right, click the like button. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all. Bash crew! Ba 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 ba!